Hey my gems, it's Ruby here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to show you how I spice up my twist style by using these cute little connecting boxes to create this look. Keep watching, I'll show you exactly what products and steps I use to get this style. So I started off on freshly washed hair using ORS Olive Oil Creamy Aloe Shampoo and their replenishing conditioner. And can I tell you that conditioner has like this really crisp, clean citrus smell to it, and I just absolutely love it. So now I'm sectioning my hair and getting prepared to use my Jamaican black castor oil as well as the olive oil smooth and hold pudding in order to create that barrier and lock in that moisture. And so now I'm just sectioning this part off so that way I can get it out the way and be able to twist the rest of my hair and come back to it later. So now I'm detangling with my denim brush just to make sure that it's smooth and tangle free, so when I start my twist I don't have any issues. Because my hair is so thick, I always like to break it up into the smallest sections as possible so that I can actually manage it easily. So now I'm starting this section with more oil as well as a smooth and hold pudding, and that curl is already popping. And now we twist. So doing the same thing with this section, I'm detangling and the smooth and hold pudding as well as the Jamaican black castor oil and twisting my little heart out. When you're twisting your hair, you want to make sure that you are not carrying pieces from the other section. Try to do it as smooth as possible. Once you get the rhythm, of course, you'll always be able to expedite the twisting process. But when you're first starting off, make sure that you are just doing it clean and concise because it makes your takedown just that much easier. And as you see, I constantly like to detangle in between and do a little twerk session too. Okay. As you can see, I definitely was a trap queen in a former life. I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling. I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling. So now I'm just using the same process with the smooth and hold pudding as well as Jamaican black castor oil in order to create these juicy twists. So I finished the twist and now I'm actually going to begin the section with the connecting boxes. So I'm taking it down and first I'm going to part it in half so that way I can actually have the first section to start working on. So I want each section to be very sleek, so I'm using the olive oil edge control in order to smooth down the sections before working into connecting the boxes. So I'm going to start the process by splitting it in half again and be able to work with the first section one at a time. So I'm just smoothing it out, and I use the elastic bands in order to separate the sections. In hindsight, I would actually recommend using rubber bands because the elastic bands themselves does not create that crisp tight hole as you need. As you'll see in the video, they actually popped on me overnight and I had to freshen them up the next morning when I was going to show you guys the finished look. So, recommend using rubber bands instead of the elastic bands for this look. But it's okay though. Hose did that so you ain't have to go through that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take care of you. That's what I'm here for. Show you what not to do. And now just repeating the same thing in the next two sections, using the olive oil edge control in order to really smooth and sleek it down. and then using the elastic bands, but once again, make sure you use rubber bands in order to be able to create these little mini ponytail sections. So as you can see with the elastic bands, I actually had to double them up in order for them to even feel tight up working with these smaller sections. They're great when you're working with bigger sections, but for a look like this, I would recommend using rubber bands in order to create that tight, sleek hold that you need for this actual style. And now I'm just gonna cruise to the cruise and connect the dots, not just urban, she like the pop. Hey, who know that song? Comment below if you know the name of that song. So I'm twisting the section and then diagonally connecting it to the back section. So I'll do this for all 4 sections. Twisting, smoothing it out as I'm twisting it. As you can see, I'm taking that twisted portion, connect to the back portion, and then boom, rubber banding it down to secure the bag. And once those sections are connected, then the remaining hair you actually twist just like you did the other sections of your hair, smoothing it, adding the smooth and hold pudding as well as the Jamaican black castor oil, detangling as needed, and then boom, you got your twist, girl. So your hair is fully twisted and ready to go. So put a bonnet on, let it air dry. I usually like to do my styles at night so I can sleep on it and bam, wake up, put some oil on it and get it untwisted. So as you can see, the actual elastic bands popped while I was asleep. I don't know if I sleep just hard or if it was just the elastic bands were looser. So I actually had to refreshen the connecting box sections the next morning. And because I 2-strand twisted the ends of them, I couldn't really comb it out and redo that whole section like I wanted to because it would actually disturb the 2-strand twist pattern. So I just refreshened it as much as I could without disturbing the pattern. And from there, I just removed the 2-strand twist from my entire head in order to create the finished look. Once all of my twists were removed, I started to begin to slay and lay these edges. I also like to do the part right by my part, just so I can have a sleek, smooth cut right there where the part is separating the connecting pieces. I'm using the olive oil edge control in order to create this slick look on my edges. I love that this edge control is thick enough to actually create that hold for your hair, but you can still maneuver it. So as you see, I'm doing this little swirly cue because sometimes with edge controls, if you put it in the wrong spot on your hair, it's too late. You can't change it, it's committed, it ain't doing nothing different. So I like that I can move it around. Duplicating the swirly cue on the other side because swirly cue is a real term, but to create some cute on my edges using the olive oil edge control once again. So I'm using a big Y2 comb to kind of pick it out and create some more fullness. I like big hair, don't care. is the finished look. So I love how soft my hair looks and feels, as well as the sleekness that the edge control created. I just really love this style. So if you want to do something different with your twist outs, instead of just having a part on the side and twist outs around, try this out. If you like this style, please make sure to like below, as well as comment and subscribe in order to be updated when new videos become available on my channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time, my gems.